Welcome everybody. My name is Michael. First off, happy Easter. Hopefully your celebrations are safe and well. And with that, let's get into the news. Ethereum spot ETF, Fidelity, VanEck, and a couple others. Well, the big question is, will the SEC approve? The deadline is coming up, May 23rd. And right now, it seems there's trouble looming ahead. Now, maybe it gets approved, maybe it gets denied. In 2023, people were very bullish about the Bitcoin ETFs getting approved. Consensus recently appealed to the SEC to take a broader look at this whole case where, hey, Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs, look at how much money has gotten into Bitcoin and look at how large the Ethereum community, in some ways, it could be even larger than Bitcoin's community as well due to the countless amount of applications that are running on Ethereum's network. This would have a grander consequence if you were to deny Ethereum spot ETF, not only for Ethereum, but for all other ETFs going forward from this phase. The problem relies on, it's not even the ETFs at this point, it's with Ethereum, the SEC, and mainly staking. And that's what Fidelity and a lot of these other funds are trying to include because that's a big part of Ethereum right now. So with their proposal, they have filed a 19B4 form on behalf of Fidelity. It was SIBO, the exchange filed this, and they filed it back in November, and they've been waiting for an approval. Obviously, it is still in the process. They filed a registration statement known as a Form S1 this past Wednesday. It was yet another step in its bid to get the Fidelity Ethereum fund approved. So the SEC would have to approve the 19B4 form, as well as deem the S1 effective before the fund would be allowed to start trading. Fidelity did not yet reveal a ticker or any fees for the proposed product in the latest filing. Similar to other proposals, though, in the filing is a lot of detail regarding the staking structure of this product. As a result of any staking activity in which the trust may engage, the trust expects to receive certain staking rewards of Ether, which may be treated for federal income tax purposes as income to the trust, it states in the filing. The fund custodian, which would be the Fidelity Digital Asset Services, will maintain exclusive possession and control of the private keys that are associated with any staked Ethereum at all times. Skybridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci said during a panel at Blockworks Digital Asset Summit last week that he expects the chairman of the SEC, Gary Gensler, to delay things, to delay it as much as possible. Gemini COO Marshall Beard said it could take anywhere from 6 to 9 more months before the SEC were to approve spot Ethereum ETFs. The funds that stake their assets are not going to be version 1, quote unquote. The top 10 U.S. Bitcoin spot ETFs have attracted net inflows of over $12 billion since launching on January 11th, and there's 11 of them. Another fund was cleared recently. It was Hashdex's Bitcoin Futures Fund. It was cleared on Wednesday to hold Bitcoin directly. Very nice. It is only a matter of time before we do see an Ethereum ETF. Just as with Bitcoin ETFs, it's probably going to take longer than anyone can expect. It may or may not happen in May. A lot of the very bullish believers believe that there's an 85% chance or more that one gets approved. And that'd be very nice. That would be a big boost for Ethereum because that's after the Bitcoin halving, and Ethereum would have a nice little spike there. You're going to have more net inflows. You're going to have more institutional investors. Working at a bank, I see a lot of the elderly who are not familiar with this technology, but it's that first step that, hey, if you're already an investor with Fidelity, a huge RIA, you're able to take those customers that have no idea about this, and yes, it's risky. You have to explain as a financial advisor, and especially as the company, what the inherent risks are with this. But investing in an ETF is slightly safer, depends on your risk tolerance, than investing directly in cryptocurrency. And for the elderly, it's so much easier. You already have a Fidelity account. That's the big reason here. Some of these people that come into the bank who have undisclosed sums of money, but let's say 6-7 figures, and they have no idea what to do with it. They're asking for investment advice. These people are exactly the type of people that maybe 1 to 10%, depending on their risk portfolio and their aversity to risk, if they already have that 401k and the Roth IRA and they already have their investments in stocks and all these funds, and they literally have an extra extra 6-7 figures on top of all their other investments, just chilling because they're already done. They're collecting Social Security. They're done. They are waiting for either the retirement home or whatever else is the next step, buying a beach house in Miami. They don't know what to do with, that fair size of money. Maybe a small portion of that can go into higher risk assets or commodities, where some people are saying, hey, the CBTC has ruled Ethereum a commodity. If you invest in Ethereum, if it's a long-term hold, 5, 10, 15 years, maybe the elderly are thinking, okay, what if I die? If I'm deceased, who will be the beneficiary? Will it be my children? Will it be my grandkids? Maybe I want to purchase an asset that 50 years from now, we don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of crazy things that could happen, but if my portfolio is diversified enough, maybe Ethereum might be one of those that's big for my children or grandchildren, and that'd be awesome. They'd be able to pay for their college fund, right? So there's a lot of options you can explore, and this is mainly for those investors who haven't explored it yet. They don't know how. Maybe they've been waiting for a while. Maybe they've heard something about it, but it's just too complicated for them. And the financial advisor cannot advise them right now. But if they're working for Fidelity, or if they're working for any one of these other investments or investing companies or banks, eventually when it's in their portfolio, they can recommend it. They'll learn about it. They'll recommend it to their clients. It'll be regulated. Everything will be fine. And that's huge. Because now we're talking about a lot more money. There's a lot more of these people coming from. And then once they're investing, then all their friends and family, and it's a domino effect. You get the referrals. So it's huge. Consensus said also Ethereum has a number of safeguards in place that are basically what the SEC wants in a cryptocurrency. This is a safe asset compared to some of the others in crypto. Yes, there's always inherent risk with this, but if you approve Bitcoin ETFs, this will get approved. It's just exactly how, because all the documentation that's submitted, maybe it won't get approved the first time around. Maybe there's some adjustments that need to be made. So Consensus urged the SEC to recognize the advanced safeguards inherent in Ethereum's design. They also assert that Ethereum's network proof of stake implementation meets and exceeds the security of Bitcoin's proof of work. So that is pretty much it. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Wish you all the best. And eventually it'll get approved. We shall see, whether in May or later, but hopefully this year. And with that, I want to announce your expert trader here put $100 in Robinhood and withdrew $102.86. Yes, indeed. Now, $2 I got for free just from 2 random crypto things for USDT, the Robinhood learning and whatnot. But after the 3.5% spread, which I totally forgot about that because, whoops, it used to be 2%, but still wasn't great. Now, if you're purchasing dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, it's not so bad, especially when compared to Coinbase or Kraken or CEX or any of those. But it still hurts because if you're trying to just trade a little bit, well, but that's what I got. I got 86 cents profit plus an extra $2. So technically a little bit more because of that 3.5% spread, but it is what it is. So withdrew that. Not going to play my luck any further. Just wanted to have a taste of Bitcoin for literally a day or two. And that's exactly what happened. So with that said, have a good rest of your day. Take care. And we'll see you guys next one.